So a lot of what I've been watching so far about the school related problems that people are facing is definitely understandably frustrating and difficult for the teachers. But I, as a millennial, actually grew up in school systems. I remember what they were like too, guys. And a lot of people have their opinions and their feelings about how the kids are today. But I grew up in a period where bullying was allowed and there were disruptions. I remember there being violence in my school. I saw it firsthand. And I honestly question people when they're talking about these problems as if they're just happening now. And I'll think to myself, going, no, they were there. I remember them being there. I remember them just, a lot of the kids got, that was a different time period. Teachers could be actually harder on these kids to some degree. They could get kicked out. They just didn't deal with the problem, I think. And so now parents are realizing these kids are home more because they're not allowed in schools, or the schools realize they have to be in school and they must learn something, right? Because they're faced with the fact that's called what? MCAS, where they're losing funding because of their test results, which, by the way, are not being used appropriately. But that's a whole another thing. And I think what it's really about is also teachers are definitely never been prepared for behavioral disruptions and are not prepared to understand poverty and are not prepared to understand neurodivergency. There's just not enough aids, there's not enough accommodations, there's just not enough understanding of families' trials and difficulties. School systems are not really designed to be nurturing and understanding and caring and patient with the process of learning. And yeah, they get pushed off to another level, right? Because they're in a rush to get them out of the system. And I would know from personal experience, I've seen it firsthand, of kids getting shoved out of the school system because no one wanted to deal with them. So if you're telling me it's a parent problem, I'm not going to say it's a school system problem per se. I'm going to say it's complicated, but don't give me that crap. I grew up where bullying was allowed. The behavior disruptions weren't just magically now.